A woman you once trusted has been secretly taking photos of you to show someone powerful. Here's what she's planning next. Archangel Michael says, there are forces moving silently around you, forces you cannot see but can feel in moments when your heart suddenly beats faster, or when your instincts tell you to turn around even when no one seems to be there. This is not paranoia. This is a divine warning. For weeks now, there has been a woman, someone you once considered close, someone you confided in, who has betrayed that sacred trust. She has been watching you quietly, her actions masked behind fake smiles and false conversations. In the background, she has been capturing moments of your life, snapping photos without your knowledge. What makes this betrayal deeper is not just the act of invasion but who she's been showing these images to. The person she's delivering them to isn't ordinary. It's someone powerful, someone with influence and reach that stretches far beyond what you can imagine. This is not a game, this is a calculated move designed to set up a plan that you were never meant to know about. Every photo she has taken carries energy, your energy, and each one is being used to build a narrative about you, a narrative that isn't true but can harm you if left unchecked. Archangel Michael says, you must not remain silent, nor can you continue to be blinded by familiarity. The time has come to see the reality behind the mask. At first, it began subtly. She would ask you innocent questions about your schedule, about where you planned to be at certain hours. She made it seem like she cared, as though she just wanted to spend time with you or know you were safe. But in reality, every answer you gave became part of her information bank, which she later used to place herself in positions where she could photograph you unnoticed. She has pictures of you walking, working, smiling, even vulnerable moments when you thought you were completely alone. To you, these were normal, private moments of your life. To her, they were pieces of a puzzle she's been crafting carefully for someone else to see. Why? Because there's a promise, a reward, waiting for her from this powerful figure. The person she is reporting to wants to know everything about you, where you go, who you meet, what your expressions reveal when you think no one is watching. This isn't simple curiosity. This is strategic surveillance with a plan that's about to unfold faster than you think. Archangel Michael warns that this plan is not harmless. The intention is to manipulate your future, to put you in situations where you are stripped of control, where decisions about your life are made without your consent. This woman has already crossed a line that cannot be uncrossed. She has chosen betrayal over loyalty. There was a time when you trusted her deeply. You opened doors for her into your life that you rarely open for others. She knew how to speak your language, how to make you feel understood, and how to present herself as someone safe. That trust blinded you to her subtle changes, her sudden interests in things she once ignored, her quiet exits during moments she could have stayed. It was in those absences that she took advantage of your kindness. Late at night, while you were sleeping peacefully, unaware of the storm brewing in the background, she was sending those images. Every morning, the powerful individual on the other end would receive them, dissecting each picture, analyzing your moves like pieces on a chessboard. The dangerous part is not just that these photos exist, it's what's being planned with them. Archangel Michael says, the enemy rarely attacks loudly. They build their attack silently, smiling as they prepare the strike. The plan is not random, it is meant to unfold in stages. The first stage is observation. That stage has already been completed because of her betrayal. You've been under watch without knowing, your life studied like an open book. The second stage is positioning. They are deciding where to corner you, how to isolate you from the people who truly care for you. They want to create situations where you're misunderstood, where allies turn against you because they're fed distorted truths backed up by manipulated evidence. The third stage is execution. This is where decisions are made, decisions that could strip away opportunities you've worked for, relationships you've nurtured, and even the reputation you've built over years. All this, triggered by someone you once called friend, who chose greed and ambition over loyalty and compassion. But Archangel Michael assures you, no hidden darkness can withstand the light once it is exposed. What is meant for your downfall will be overturned if you listen now and prepare. This betrayal was never meant for you to see, but divine intervention has revealed it because you are not meant to be destroyed by deception. You are chosen for something far greater than what they intend for you. This is why heaven is exposing the truth at this very moment. Every action she has taken is recorded in the spiritual realm. The powerful person she's feeding information to thinks they hold control, but they do not see the angelic shield already forming around you. Archangel Michael has been moving silently as well, countering the attacks, blocking certain photos from reaching their destination, confusing their plans when they thought they had full clarity. Soon, she will face consequences for the betrayal. The lies will unravel. The person she's trying to impress or serve will turn against her when they realize they've been manipulated as well. Divine justice does not sleep, and when it awakens, it moves swiftly and powerfully. Archangel Michael says, your task is not to fear but to remain aware. Awareness is your weapon, truth is your shield, and courage is your armor. You are being prepared for a moment where you will need to step forward, speak truth, and reclaim your power. You will not fight this battle alone. Angels are already positioned around you, watching every move of those who try to harm you. Even now, as you hear this message, forces of light are moving, dismantling traps, breaking chains of manipulation, and cutting ties that were woven in secret. She may have thought she was clever, that you would never discover her actions. But her overconfidence will be her downfall. The same powerful figure she's running to will eventually turn their gaze on her, questioning her motives, doubting her loyalty. When that happens, her mask will fall completely, and the world will see the betrayal she tried so hard to hide. This is not the end of your story. This is a divine warning that comes before the storm fully breaks. You are being given the upper hand, the knowledge to prepare, the insight to protect yourself from what is coming. Soon, the tables will turn. The same photos that were meant to damage you will become evidence of betrayal, not yours, but hers. The powerful person will see through the deception, and instead of harming you, they will stand confused, wondering why they were dragged into a plot against someone innocent. Archangel Michael says, stand firm. The winds of betrayal may blow, but they cannot uproot a soul anchored in truth. From this moment, be mindful of those around you. Watch for sudden kindness that feels unnatural, for gestures that seem rehearsed rather than genuine. Do not let fear guide you, but let wisdom lead your steps. Your light is not meant to be dimmed. What they have plotted will not succeed. Divine hands are already at work, redirecting every attack into a breakthrough you never saw coming. The betrayal you've endured will soon be transformed into protection, and the exposure of truth will elevate you into a position of strength. Remember this: when darkness rises in secret, heaven rises louder. Archangel Michael says, no weapon formed against you will finish what it started when heaven has declared your victory first. This message reaches you now so that you can step into that victory without hesitation. Trust the divine timing, for justice is closer than you think. And finally, know this: every betrayal carries a hidden blessing. The mask falling today saves you from deeper wounds tomorrow. The photos they used for harm will soon become proof of your resilience. And when the powerful one sees the truth, the outcome will shift in your favor. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the story is not over. The divine realm is still moving pieces behind the veil, and you must know every detail before the final moment arrives. The woman who betrayed you has been playing both sides for too long. On one hand, she pretends to stand by you, offering comfort and pretending to be concerned about your life. On the other, she is feeding your personal details to the one who seeks to control your destiny. The powerful figure she reports to is not merely curious about you. They see your potential, your influence, and the light that surrounds your path. They want to manipulate this power for their own gain, to place you in a position where you unknowingly serve their plans. This is why the photos are so critical to them. They believe they can read your spirit through these captured moments and strategize your every move. Behind closed doors, conversations have been happening about you. Plans have been laid out on tables you've never sat at, decisions have been drafted without your presence. What they did not anticipate is that heaven would not stay silent. Archangel Michael has been watching every whispered conversation, every late-night message exchanged between the woman and the powerful figure. When she hands over the photos, thinking she is winning favor, angelic forces block certain intentions, shifting events subtly in your favor. You've already been protected from traps you didn't even know existed. But the enemy is persistent. They believe if they gather enough information, if they stay patient long enough, they can execute a master plan against you. What they don't understand is that time itself bends in the presence of divine intervention. What they planned for weeks or months will crumble in moments when heaven strikes. The betrayal is nearing exposure. There will be signs leading up to it, unexpected messages, people suddenly revealing truths they didn't mean to share, even accidental slips from the woman herself. These are not coincidences. These are divinely orchestrated cracks in the mask she's been wearing. The powerful person will soon begin to question her intentions. They will notice inconsistencies in her stories, sensing that something doesn't add up. At that moment, divine justice will begin to take its course. Archangel Michael says, your role is to stand ready, not with vengeance in your heart, but with strength and clarity. When the truth emerges, your calmness will speak louder than their accusations. Imagine this moment, the woman standing exposed, her lies crumbling, her plan shattered by the very person she thought would support her. The powerful figure who was supposed to be her ally will stand in disbelief, realizing they've been manipulated as much as you were betrayed. And you, unbroken, still standing strong, will witness heaven's justice unfold. This is not a victory born of retaliation, this is a triumph written long ago in your destiny. From this day forward, walk with heightened awareness. Know that your intuition is not just instinct, it's divine guidance whispering through your soul. If you feel watched, if you sense false smiles, believe it. These are the signs meant to prepare you. Archangel Michael says, every shadow moves before the light strikes. You are about to witness that strike. The woman who betrayed you will face consequences she never imagined. The powerful figure will turn away, leaving her isolated in the very darkness she tried to pull you into. Your future, however, will not be touched by their plans. The betrayal meant to destroy you will become the reason you rise higher than ever before. New doors will open, doors they tried to keep closed. Relationships will strengthen as truth reveals who truly stands with you. Opportunities they plan to block will multiply instead. Divine justice is not delayed. It moves at the perfect moment, and that moment is almost here. Stay steady. Trust the protection surrounding you. Know that even when they plotted in secret, heaven wrote a different ending, an ending where your strength, resilience, and light cannot be dimmed. Archangel Michael says, "Stand firm, chosen one." Their cameras may have captured your image, but they will never capture your destiny. Archangel Michael says, "You must understand that what has been unfolding in the shadows is much larger than a single betrayal. This is a web carefully spun to trap you, but heaven is unweaving every thread before it can tighten around your life." The woman's actions were not impulsive. Long before she started taking photos, she was approached and carefully manipulated. The powerful figure promised her influence, wealth, and status if she played along. She thought aligning with this hidden hand would elevate her life. What she didn't realize was that by betraying you, she tied herself to a sinking ship destined to collapse under the weight of lies. Behind every photo she took, there was intent. When you were at peace, she framed it as weakness. When you smiled, she twisted it into arrogance. When you achieved success, she made it look like deception. These images weren't just shared, they were weaponized to create a false version of you, one designed to destroy your relationships and erode trust in the spaces where you should have been safe. But heaven watches even in darkness. Every image, every message, every meeting between her and the powerful figure has been recorded spiritually. There is a divine book where no lie can hide. When justice arrives, these same images will be flipped upside down, exposing not you, but her betrayal. Archangel Michael says, "What the enemy constructs in silence, heaven destroys in thunder." Soon, whispers will turn into confrontations. The powerful figure who seemed unstoppable will falter, their confidence shaken when they realize the information they've relied on is poisoned with deceit. The very foundation of their plot will crumble, leaving them exposed to consequences far beyond what they planned for you. You might notice strange occurrences in the coming days. People you barely know may approach you with concern, hinting at rumors they've heard. Documents or messages meant to stay hidden will accidentally find their way to you. Unexpected allies will step forward, drawn by divine guidance to shield you before the storm breaks. These signs are not random. They are angelic signals showing that heaven is positioning you for revelation and protection. The plan against you is nearing its expiration date. The woman who once stood proudly in betrayal will start to lose her footing. Small mistakes will stack up. She'll struggle to maintain her cover story. The powerful figure will grow impatient, pressuring her for results she can no longer deliver. Eventually, they'll turn their suspicion on her, sensing she's withholding truths. This internal fracture is the first sign of their downfall. Archangel Michael says, "When the enemy fights within itself, victory has already shifted to your hands." There will come a night when the mask she wears shatters completely. Conversations you were never meant to hear will be exposed. Photos taken in darkness will be dragged into light, revealing not your flaws, but her corruption. At that moment, you won't need to speak a word. The truth will roar louder than any defense you could ever give. Your name will be cleared. The narrative built against you will dissolve like smoke in the wind. The powerful figure, once a threat to your future, will be rendered powerless. And as they crumble, the opportunities they tried to steal from you will return, multiplied and unstoppable. Understand this: you were chosen to receive this message because you are not meant to be a victim of hidden betrayal. This is preparation for a divine turning point. The woman who betrayed you believed she was unseen. She thought the night concealed her movements, that silence protected her schemes. But heaven sees through every shadow. Even now, angelic warriors surround you, standing guard against every unseen strike. This battle is almost over. You will not just survive this betrayal, you will emerge from it stronger, wiser, and elevated to heights they tried desperately to block. Archangel Michael says, stay awake. Stay steady. Heaven's thunder is near. The betrayal will not end your story. It will reveal your strength. The photos meant to destroy you will become proof of divine protection. And those who plotted in secret will face consequences far greater than anything they imagined. Your destiny is shielded. Your future is secured. And when justice arrives, it will not whisper, it will roar. Archangel Michael says, what is hidden cannot remain buried forever. When heaven moves, no mask, no alliance, no earthly power can stop the unveiling of truth. The final confrontation is already taking shape. The woman who has been betraying you feels the ground shifting beneath her feet. Each day, her steps grow heavier, her confidence weaker. She feels eyes on her, not just yours, but unseen divine eyes watching every movement she makes. The powerful figure she serves has started to sense deception. They notice that not everything aligns the way she promised. They begin to doubt whether the story she has painted of you is true. This doubt is the first crack in the fortress of lies they built together. One evening soon, the moment of revelation will arrive. The powerful figure will call for her, demanding answers. She will try to stand tall, to defend herself with practiced lies, but her voice will tremble. The air in that room will shift as divine justice enters unseen. Shadows will feel heavier. Every lie will weigh on her chest like stone. And then, a single truth will escape, an accidental admission, a confession forced by the pressure of divine presence. At that moment, the powerful figure will finally understand, they were misled, used as a weapon against someone who never deserved it. Archangel Michael says, when this happens, chains will break. The power of betrayal will lose its grip, and your name will shine free. Behind the scenes, the angels have been preparing you for this moment. Every intuition, every quiet voice warning you of danger, every dream that made you wake with unease, it was not coincidence. It was preparation. Heaven has been fortifying your spirit, ensuring that when truth explodes into light, you are ready to rise above the wreckage. The woman's plan to destroy your relationships will fail. Friends and allies she tried to poison with lies will see through her manipulations. Conversations once twisted will be corrected. Bonds you thought were lost will be restored stronger than before. And the powerful figure? Once they see the betrayal for what it is, they will not just withdraw from the plot, they will seek to align with you, to protect you from further harm. The same influence that was used against you will be turned into a shield for your future. But Archangel Michael warns, do not let bitterness dwell in your heart. Justice will arrive, but your victory is in forgiveness and wisdom, not vengeance. There will be a moment when you face her, the woman who betrayed you. She may try to apologize, to explain her actions. She may be broken, stripped of the power she sought to gain. This will be your moment of choice, to let anger consume you or to walk the divine path of rising above the ruins. Heaven does not call you to fight fire with fire. It calls you to be untouchable by darkness, to show that betrayal cannot kill the spirit chosen by light. The divine plan is this: they plotted for your downfall, but heaven is transforming it into your ascension. The places they tried to close will burst open. The reputation they tried to stain will gleam brighter than ever. The destiny they tried to steal will return with blessings doubled. Archangel Michael says, even now, as these words reach you, victory is being written in your name. You are not simply surviving this trial, you are being prepared to stand above it, unshaken and triumphant. This is the path forward. Remain vigilant but not fearful. Trust the intuition heaven places in your heart. Watch as divine timing exposes every scheme without you lifting a hand. Step boldly into the opportunities that will open as justice clears your path. When this chapter closes, you will look back and see the hand of heaven in every moment you thought you were alone. You'll understand why you felt unease in her presence, why unseen whispers guided you to be cautious. And you'll know that the betrayal that tried to bury you was actually the seed of your greatest transformation. Archangel Michael says, no image they captured can define you. Only the divine light inside you can. And that light cannot be stolen, cannot be silenced, cannot be defeated. The powerful figure will step away from the darkness. The woman's alliance will collapse. Your name will stand unshaken. This is your divine assurance: every act of treachery has been seen, and heaven's justice is not delayed, it is already in motion.